Namaskar to all the distinguished participants. I extend a warm welcome to the representatives from bioethanol plants, cattle feed manufacturers, all industry experts, researchers, and the other stakeholders present here today. Your presence underscores the growing importance of the convergence between the energy and the livestock sectors. It's indeed a pleasure to address this gathering on a subject of increasing strategic relevance, that is distillers, dried grains and solubles, DDGS. As we all are aware, India possesses approximately 20% of the global cattle population and nearly 50% of the global buffalo population, with about 25% share in the milk production. Despite being number one in the milk production in the world, average milk productivity of our animals remains relatively low. The average annual productivity is approximately 1800 kg per animal, compared to the global average of about 2700 kg per animal per year. So this gap is primarily attributable to inadequate nutrition, poor fodder quality, and also shortages of feed resources. The published reports indicate a significant deficit between the requirement and the availability of concentrate feeds, which highlights the need to identify and utilize alternate feed resources to bridge this gap. And I think in this context, DDGs hold considerable potential in mitigating the feed shortages and also improving the livestock productivity. Being a rich protein source, it also helps in optimizing the feeding cost, which determines profitability for the dairy business. As our country has made remarkable progress under the ethanol blending program, having achieved 20% blending target, I think this has led to the creation of enough ethanol production capacity, and about 500 distilleries have been set up in the country. And of these, about 60% are grain based. So they are primarily utilize maize and rice. So the byproduct of this industry, DDGS, is a good feeding resource for dairy animals and is being produced and utilized in many dairy developed nations across the world. USA being the leader of all, and India started grain-based ethanol production a few years back, and as a result, I think DDGS production in the country, which is about 3 to 3.5 million metric tons as of now, and this entire quantity needs to be utilized fully in the animal feeding. One of the critical concerns in DDGS inclusion in the animal feeding is the aflatoxin contamination, particularly in the maize-based DDGS. And this has implications not only for the animal health, but also for the food safety, as the residues can carry forward into milk and milk products. So it is of utmost importance that the milk produce in the country remain safe for our consumers, and therefore emphasis is needed on quality DDGS production. And BDD has already started exploring ozonization technique to find out solution to curb the aflatoxin in feed material. Additionally, we are also in the process of collaborating with International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, Nigeria, to improve or to provide technical help in development of biopesticides as a preventing mechanism for aflatoxin in the susceptible crops like maize and groundnut. Coming to DDGS, I think now feed manufacturers have started using higher quantity in the cattle feed. So while this process is encouraging, but the inclusion level in the cattle feed remains below the full potential of DDGS as a feed ingredient. And I think therefore we need to work together to produce quality DDGS which can be fully utilized in feed. And to control aflatoxin, it becomes also necessary that proper protocols are followed in procurement, storage, or the production of DDGS. Both this Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy and also the Ministry of Cooperation are emphasizing to develop a model for quality production and safe storage of DDGS in the bioethanol plants. for which we would be providing technical assistance in development of testing facility and also capacity building to various ethanol plant. We are also open to assist all the ethanol manufacturers, and we have developed comprehensive guidelines for production of quality DDGS, which aims at improving the consistency and also minimizing the contamination risk as I explained above. And these guidelines are intended to support ethanol producers in making DDGS more suitable for the livestock feeding. I think simultaneously, we are also organizing capacity building programs and the technical workshops for the feed manufacturers to promote the scientific and safe inclusion of DDGS in the feed formulations. So, looking at it, I think our efforts are focused on few key strategic areas such as fostering closer collaboration between the ethanol producers and the feed manufacturers, which will ensure better quality control, and also exploring ways to establish dedicated storage infrastructure and on-site quality control laboratories at ethanol plants for reduction of aflatoxin contamination in maize and DDGS. So I think finally I'll conclude by saying that DDGS represents a strategic opportunity for the dairy sector, but its large-scale adoption hinges on ensuring quality, safety, and also efficient market linkages. And by developing a strong collaboration among the ethanol producers and feed manufacturers with the researchers and policymakers, I think we can unlock the full potential of DDGS as a sustainable, cost-effective, and safe feed resource. At NDDB, we are fully committed to support this transformation through the technical guidance, partnerships, and also innovations in the field. I'm confident that today's deliberations would be productive and would contribute to greater awareness and alignment among all the stakeholders toward the production and utilization of quality DDGS, ultimately contributing to safe food and a stronger dairy sector. Thank you once again, everybody.